Hey, welcome to Life from the Patio. It's T here. As you see, there's only three of us today. DW is out traveling the world. He is in the Middle East. That's Middle East, right?
He's dunking on Jordan.
He's dunking on Jordan in the Middle East. But we got a lot of news to talk about tonight. We're going to tell you about Jeremy's Chocolate and their response to the Hershey's campaign. We got some Ron DeSantis stories. DeSantis. I never can say this name right.
You struggle on.
I struggle on. And a lot more to talk about. But anyway, here we are. Welcome to the patio.
When I was 10, no, I didn't see the wrong kind of wish that I would see. I grew up, thought was living in my head, figured the life that I was living, I'd be better off dead. I watched the winners.
Hey, welcome to Life from the Patio. If you're looking around, you'll probably see we got some new surroundings. The green screen is gone. My blue curtain behind me is gone. We have we're making some improvements here on the studio. Mm-hmm. We're making improvements. Fortenberry, how are you doing this fine evening?
Man, I'm excited. I no longer feel like I'm in a bad porno or maybe like a terrorist flick or something with that green screen behind me.
Well, I would say DW graduated from his I'm about to have my head chopped off look. About a month ago.
Me, Gary, and Donnie like we'd been kidnapped or something because
behind a green screen.
But I love it. Hey, props to Ginger. She
yeah, she did a lot of work in him.
Yeah. At least she pushed us.
Yes.
So Gary Poppins, Gary Scoff, I think we're going to have to work on some of your camera angles and lighting, but this is what we're good with tonight.
Yeah.
How are you, Gary?
I am tired. So tired.
Are you retired?
No, not retired, but I'm tired.
He is retired, actually. I mean, if you want to get legit, I mean, he's probably close to being retired.
In fact, some would say I'm too legit.
He's retired.
To do what?
Too legit to quit.
To quit. Now, look, in case y'all hear some mumbling in the background, we have a silent guy sitting in the studio. We got Marty Marr.
Silent guy.
And just so you know, let's see, probably Friday night, we're doing a drop Friday night. That's going to be Marty Marr and I from Marty Marr's Bar. We're going to be tasting all of the Buffalo Trace bourbons. We got a couple more we threw in, at least the low-end Buffalo Trace bourbons. We got E.H. Taylor, Eagle Rare, Blanton's. We got, what else we got? There was two more, Buffalo Trace and Weller. We got some Weller Green. He's over mouthing to me. He won't listen, so you guys can't hear him. But look, we got some news to talk about. All right, I'm going to jump right into, I consider it a funny story, but it's also quite troubling. Apparently, Hershey's has announced a campaign. And this it's actually.
You mispronounce that. It's Hershey.
Well, that's just it.
Hershey.
They've got a new candy bar campaign. Her for She is what the campaign is being referred to, celebrating International Women's Day. But the problem is it's not a woman that they've chosen to represent International Women's Day. It is a woman that used to be a man.
It's a woman with a penis?
No, I don't think he has one anymore.
So, look, all I can think to myself is, next time women say we're equal, look, we're so much better than women. We take their holidays.
Just taking everything.
The woman of the year was a man at one point. We're better women than women.
We're taking their chocolate.
So,
we're taking everything.
So, Jeremy's Razors, if you hadn't heard of that, check it out. Go check out their website or go to IHateHersheys.com because it's a very funny.
IHateHersheys.com.
And it's a very funny ad they've put out, and he has two bars, she, her, and he, him.
Tell me about, what's she, her?
Well, I'll put it this way. One has nuts and the other doesn't. And the catchphrase is, if you can't figure it out, you probably don't need to be buying this chocolate.
They're pronouns, Jamie. Dadgum. They're pronouns.
See, who would have thought Almond Joy and Almond Mounds was ahead of their time?
Wow. You got a deadgum good point there.
I do.
Yeah. And Hershey's had pronouns all the time. I didn't even know about it.
Hershey.
Hershey.
I'm going to try to do a better job of like putting our stories together because I end up jumping around, right? Because there's another one along this line I wanted to talk about.
Hey, I'll say this. Go out and buy them candy bars. I'm not. They're a little expensive, but y'all go do it.
I'm not that. I don't have that much money for chocolate.
Look, I would like to have a box just to show off.
Now, here's the next
I'd get
story.
drunk and eat them one night.
You could buy their chocolate and the razors. You could shave the chocolate.
when you get those chocolates, you can share with us. They're quite expensive, but everybody is so fed up with this wake nonsense that they're willing to spend money to buy some chocolates. I wish I'd thought of it, actually. We should have had Live from the Patio.
We're going to have Live from the
bar.
Patio chocolates.
Well, I had never heard of the Hershey's article or the ad, so I couldn't have done that. So we've been talking a lot about teachers. Nobody listened to us or no one hardly listened. They really didn't care, apparently, about teachers or what teachers get paid.
They like complaining,
But here's a story from Rhode Island. There's a Rhode Island mom slams the teachers union for having secret meetings where they talk about her after she asked them if they were teaching critical race theory or curriculum. There seems to be a repeated incident throughout education, throughout the education system, of teachers and the schools thinking they know better than the parents what the kids need to be taught. Not only that, I mean, we get to the pronouns thing. We get to the talking about all this other stuff. What gives the teachers the right to especially teach something that the parents don't know what kids are being taught?
I'm torn on this because I get the point you're making, but on the other hand, teachers are better suited to know what the kids need to be taught.
If it's the 3 R's,
I know, but when you
reading, writing, and arithmetic.
When you phrase it that way, I don't think it's a fair assessment.
What was it? The teacher that made the argument that she had a master's?
Yeah, and she came off pretty condescending.
Yeah, okay. How many parents here that are great parents in America that don't have masters?
Probably most.
Most?
I would guess most. How many of them have masters that even matter? Most people have.
I'm going to say this.
Never used.
By using the word masters, that's a microaggression now, just so y'all know.
It is. Yeah.
That's why there's no longer a master bedroom.
That's right.
It's what do they call it? The head bedroom. You the one told me about it.
I tell you all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and you always forget words. You're worse than me almost.
So what do you call it? What is it? Just baiting now?
It's the
you got to leave the master out of it.
Yeah.
I got something. Oh no, that's that. That's the one. There it is.
Baiting, just baiting.
Just baiting. All right, look. If y'all hadn't caught on yet, we probably just got a lot of quick takes, and we spent a lot of time putting together the studio. So we're putting something together for you guys here. Columbia University ditches standardized test scores. Guess why? Does anybody want to guess why they dissed them?
They're racist.
They're racist.
Well, over equity concerns.
They use pronouns.
They believe that testing scores perpetuate racism in education. What? The holistic and contextual application review process for Columbia College and the FU Foundation School of Engineering and Applied Science, I kid you not, is rooted in the belief that students are dynamic, multifaceted individuals who cannot be defined by any single factor.
They can't be defined by scores. That's simple. There you go.
Look, what happens when they go to work and someone tells these same people, look, I graduated Columbia top of my class. That's because everybody's top of the class. So you go to work, and then you're no longer top of your class. Is this the type of thing that leads people to not be able to handle challenge and
little
take it out on the other people?
Little history of Fortenberry. When I went to college, my pre-state
Little Fortenberry or little history of Fortenberry?
Little history of Fortenberry. Mm-hmm. Not a little history of Little Fortenberry.
Oh.
So when I went to college for 2 or 3 months, whatever it was. So when I applied, it didn't ask my percentage in class, it asked my class rank. I graduated with a class of 4, so I was 3rd. And I got a scholarship off this.
You know, I know who finished 4th. I know the exact order of this class.
Who was 4th?
Huh?
BT.
Oh, yeah, but he would have probably been last in about any class.
It went. The 2 girls went first, and the 2 boys went last.
Yeah, so I put on there my rank in class was 3rd, and it helped me get a scholarship.
That's what I'm talking about, Jamie.
That lasted 3 months.
They asked the wrong questions.
Yeah, you got to ask the right question.
That's right.
So another college story. A man set himself on fire at UC Berkeley campus.
I love good stories.
What was he protesting? Life? I don't know.
I don't know. Let's see here. I could feel the heat coming off of him, and I saw his skin and clothes burn off, said one witness. That's kind of morbid. The man was allegedly experiencing a severe mental health episode.
You think?
While on campus at UC Berkeley, and was telling first responders and bystanders to leave him alone. So if he was in Canada and he did this and told them to leave him alone, would they just sit there and watch a man burn?
I mean, you got to respect him.
What did they do this time? Did they watch him burn? Or how many people pulled their cameras out and filmed it? Because
I'm sure
there was a lot of film on it.
Yeah. So, and he was in the video, of course there's video, the man on fire is seen running through the plaza as some bystanders attempt to swat the fire out. Well, at least they were trying.
Or were they throwing more air on it? I don't know.
Dude,
dude.
Yeah,
if I could find this video, I would have to put it to "We didn't start the fire."
Well, obviously, he started it. It wasn't we. It was he.
So Heath, apparently, this is so weird. Did they put him out? Apparently, he was shouting "Mormon Mafia," and when I ran up to try to put out the fire, he was running away from us, pushing us away.
Well,
wow.
Oh, geez, it's sad.
It's very sad. All right, let's see what else we got to talk about. Similar here. So, TikTok is restricting underage users to 60 minutes per day of daily use.
I don't necessarily not like that. I'm not hating that.
TikTok will automatically install a new daily time limit for the accounts of all users under the age of 18. I think it's a very responsible thing to do.
Now, how are they going to?
Plus, they can't steal much data from those people.
How are they going to check their age?
I guess it's how you filled it out when you signed up.
So you can change it.
I think.
No, you can't change it. Remember?
Oh yeah,
yeah. Terry made the accident. The first count he made, he said his age is the wrong thing.
No, I was able to change it.
Okay,
I was able to change, but I did because it was like blocked a couple of them. I'm like, why am I blocked? And it said because you're underage. Well, like, So 50, you gotta be under 50, over 50.
You have to be over 50 or under 50.
We had another video that got banned on TikTok too.
Oh, we did?
Speaking of which,
I protested it. It got reinstated.
Hey, if anyone would like these stickers, we're doing a sticker campaign, even though everybody has quit putting them out, apparently.
I'm out.
If you would like some, hit us up in the comments on YouTube. Send us a note. Y'all probably know us if you're listening. Tell us, and we'll get you some of those stickers.
We'll get
them out to you. Matter of fact, let's take care of business. Get out there and hit the like button. If you back out, just look on the video, bottom right corner, smash the like button. Tell your friends about us. Look, I think you guys are going to like our bourbon episodes we're about to put together. I think you are. I think it's going to appeal to
tell your moms about us. They are probably already know. But.
And then we're going to do something tonight, too. We haven't done it in a while. We're going to do a tasting. I got a new bourbon that's
we're gonna do a tasting.
really good. We're going to do a tasting. I forgot
We haven't done one in a while.
I love tasting.
We haven't. It's a little Starlight bottled in bond. It's actually a bottled in Indiana. Carl T. Hubbard Starlight bottled in bond. I really liked it. Marty's tried it. He's shaking his head. He will not speak on there, but he's shaking his head over there. All right, let's talk about some politics. Okay? Talk a little bit about, hold on, before we get to politics. This is politics. Never mind.
We got another good story to bring up, too. Don't forget it.
We do. What is it?
Laverne, Tennessee.
Oh, I tell you what. Let's get into Laverne, Tennessee.
Well, a lot of people don't got into Laverne, Tennessee.
We told you guys about this, 2 months ago, right after the first of the year.
It was January, yeah.
It was a while back.
About the too hot police officer. What they call it? The police officer gone wild. I think
she wasn't hot.
I've seen videos of her riding a bull. I've seen that.
She looks like Meg Griffin.
She looks homely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's been some updates to the story, and I'm actually having trouble finding it, but I know they're there. I saw them the other day. She's apparently saying that she was raped, I guess is what you'd say, Jamie. Is that what she was saying?
She's basically saying she was strong-armed and having sex.
That's it.
With multiple.
What are the chances of trainers in the background while we're talking about this story?
Because someone ran a train.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
Look, guys, that wasn't staged. Actually, it was mere coincidence. So here it is. I found it. Ex-Tennessee cop Megan Hall breaks silence on sex scandal that rocked the police department. I mean, look, if you had a uniform, she probably slept with you. She probably slept with people on the way back after she picked them up.
Dog catchers, mailman, nobody's safe.
But she's claiming now that she was coerced, so she was strong-armed into sexual promiscuity.
So she's saying she kept saying no, and they kept saying, "Oh, come on," and she finally gave in. Well
that's but today that's isn't the standard set that's rape?
No. If
she consented,
if you
apparently,
consent, yes,
she consented. At one point in time, she may have not consented the first 99 times, but
here's what she said. She said, "My supervisors worked together to take advantage of my vulnerabilities and mental health, and they used it for their gain and their sexual pleasure." She said,
"If she had mental health issues, she shouldn't be on the police force."
So how
okay,
did
let me be clear. I said this wrong. I'm sorry, and
okay.
I need to correct myself. She is not claiming the officers raped her.
Okay,
so she's
there we
not
go.
saying that. She's saying that because of her mental health and that they were in a position of authority, that she's claiming that misconduct. And she's probably right now. Look, she's probably not wrong.
She's not wrong, but how are the police officers or anybody else in the public aware of her mental health?
Well, her peers are one thing, but if she was in if her direct supervisor, somebody in her line of authority, was attempting that and coercing her, then she probably will get some money out of this.
Well,
No, you have options. One is to quit your job.
yeah, but
I mean, because that's easily she could have sued and won.
so she's blaming her mental health for them taking advantage of mental health. How can they be blamed for taking advantage of her mental health if they don't know the state of her mental health?
Okay, so but she did say, she said all of them were aware. She probably talks a lot too, I would imagine, but of her problems she was having in her relationship with her husband.
That's not a mental health problem.
No, but she felt like that. Look, it's just a lawsuit to get money. Look, she could probably go and get her a channel out there and make all the money she wanted, really. Unfortunately, that's the world we're in today.
Yeah.
So she's just trying to get money out of this. And that poor little town in Tennessee, she will. They'll settle. They'll settle with her. And the fact that somebody in authority took advantage of her.
Did they take it? I don't want to say they took advantage of her.
But that's how to be portrayed, and that's how.
Oh, I saw people already on the news, taking her side. I knew there was something about this case that just didn't add up.
Well, she said she felt sexually groomed, but if you're going to put yourself out there at the party,
yeah,
and when her the Gone Wild party, look, there's probably going to be more to this story, but she's going to get some money. She's going to get some money of some amount. Now this is interesting here in Florida. Our guy Ron DeSantis, we'll probably talk about him a lot over the coming year or so. Florida bill would require bloggers who write about government officials to register with the state.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't either. That sounds tyrannical.
Yes, that sounds.
And not the tyrannosaurical, but tyrannical.
That does sound tyrannical. I don't like governments being in control over what you're writing.
And they shouldn't. Or what you could argue if we were in Florida.
It's
Orwelling.
Orwelling.
We were doing this. Yeah, it's very Orwelling. So, State Senator Jason Brodier, a Republican, sponsored the bill, which would require paid bloggers writing about the government, lieutenant governor, cabinet officer, or any member of the legislature to register with the Office of Legislation Services.
Just like, are they state employees or are they just freelance and get paid to do freelance?
It's if you get money, they want you to register with state.
Because I would say if you're a state employee, I could see it. But if you're not a state employee, I still don't care if you're a state employee.
It's really, they're saying here it's an attack on your First Amendment right.
It is, absolutely.
It is. Why would they do that?
More importantly, why would you not realize the visual that you're creating?
I mean, they're known as the Freedom State right now, right? I mean, they didn't shut down. Why would you risk it over something like this, especially when you want to run for governor or for president? Or is this the state legislation trying to keep him from running?
Well, it does sound like a state legislation thing.
I don't really have anything on it. But you do have to risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Here a couple weeks ago, we talked about Marjorie Taylor Greene and how she was talking about the government needs a divorce. Look, it's gaining steam, guys. I'm seeing articles all over the place about this, and they claim 1/3 of Americans now want a national divorce.
I would fall in that 1/3.
Yeah.
What would that look like? What would it look like?
Texas, Arkansas, Tennessee, Louisiana, Alabama.
It'd be way more than that.
Alabama, Georgia.
New Mexico. I dare say Arizona.
The whole SEC. The whole SEC.
The SEC.
And that's
Would Missouri go? What would it be?
Well,
Virginia?
Hold on. I did hear that that Missouri Attorney General or whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't think she was Attorney General. She was the prosecuting attorney or whatever. And the AG is now going after her. That the one that was going after that. The two people that came out with the
the couple. Yeah,
the couple that now she's getting in trouble for trying not intentionally prosecuting them, but for other things, for letting people off without prosecuting them for like violent crimes. But yeah, I don't think Missouri will come. Missouri is a purple state.
So what? So if we're right now at 47% of Republicans, and it says 29% at least would think it's something we should consider. What happens if Trump becomes president again, or what if Republicans take over? Do you feel that now the Democrats feel more strongly that we should leave the union? You know, they were the ones when Trump won the first time talking about they were leaving the country. They were going somewhere else. They were not going to be in a Trump-led United States.
I fall on this as I think our country is too large to be governed by one entity, and
that's. I think we should be governed by our states where we live, but we're still a team essentially.
Yeah, but even if we broke down regionally, I mean that'd make more sense.
It would be.
I have nothing in common with somebody in Vermont.
But yeah, I don't want my federal dollars going to California.
Well, it's not even that. Like my needs are different. My views are different.
Well, they are.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
No, we probably all have similar needs.
I bet we don't.
Than Californians.
But here's
I don't need wildfire help.
What's the? I got a question. What's the over under?
We worry about naders over here.
What's the over under on the months? Number of months it's going to take for a big mass protest to occur once a Republican becomes president again.
The day he's elected.
Yeah, but I got news for you. I don't know. But they haven't really stopped. And the thing is, the media quit talking about them.
Well, there'll be another Oregon, you know.
Well, but Portland's still going on. Walmart is leaving Portland. They're closing all stores in Portland. Did you guys see this?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, they've announced they're closing all stores because it's just mass chaos still there. Do you know in the town where George Floyd took place, you know that there's still a free zone there?
A free zone?
There's a free zone that they set up right where he died, like for several
Wasn't that
blocks.
the character off of Incredibles?
Free zone? Yeah, Freeze, Mr. Freeze. Free
Is that
zone.
a movie?
Yeah, but no, they've set up this. I can't remember what they call it, where you have this other country. They're claiming that the independent country in the middle.
Pretoria.
And no one's done anything about it, and the media's not talking about it anymore. So a lot of it has to do with there's some strange things going on that should not be allowed to, and the police are not doing anything about it. No, nobody's doing anything about it. Authorities aren't doing anything about it.
It's because
we couldn't set up out here and claim we're an independent country.
Why not?
In the middle of Crittenden County, Arkansas, in the middle of Delta Acres.
Critter County.
Yeah. Ford has issued a new patent that would embed kill switches in new vehicles. What you think about this?
I ain't something big on it.
I'm split on it.
All right, y'all battle it out. Y'all want to do it in togas or y'all want to do it here on air?
Togas.
Look, I don't think I think I agreed on it.
I mean, we agree. I mean, I'm okay with battling Jamie in like Jello or KY jelly. We're okay. We can slip around and hold each other tight.
I thought you were against it, and he has mixed feelings.
I mixed on it. I'm okay with kill switches and stuff, but not on new cars. If someone's approved for a new car, there should not be kill switches in that car.
So check this out. They're saying it's more so if you buy a car, you miss payments, they cut the car off.
Not for because a lot of times in your
I don't like that.
Not for a new car. No.
Yeah, but in reality, you don't own the vehicle until you make that last payment.
So are they going to come take the kill switch out when I make the last payment?
I don't know. I didn't even think about it from
you
that
should
standpoint.
Think of,
I was thinking about it.
You buy a house in 30 years. Are they going? I mean, they're going to have it set up where they cut your utilities off if you don't make a payment.
They basically can anyway.
They can, bro.
I mean,
no, your utility company can, but not your the mortgage.
No, but they can kick you out eventually.
Well, they can repo your car eventually.
Yeah, but it's harder to find a car. A car can be anywhere.
I'd move a house. But no, I think it's I don't want to be in a scenario where I buy a brand new vehicle and
there's a kill
all right,
switch.
So what if you have really poor credit, like, and maybe
not for a new vehicle though?
Huh?
Not for a new vehicle. It's got to be for a used vehicle.
And I don't just say used. I say like tote the note, like you. So you shouldn't be getting a vehicle.
So you're talking about poor credit, right?
Yeah.
So,
If you have really bad credit,
if you have poor credit, you're already paying extra already.
Yeah, that's true.
Or maybe you get a better payment. You just got to have this kill switch, so they guarantee they get the car.
If they agree to it, yeah. But I think these.
Now I get down with that. What you're saying is, if you allow the kill switch, you don't have to pay as high as interest.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I mean, because Gary's right. You're being punished for your credit.
You have to. I think you should be notified. Hey, if I'm about to buy this new car, that there's a kill switch in it.
Hold on, I got something to add to it. So that was the first line talking about that. The company, their patent would also be for remotely disabling any primary use component category, which includes the engine, brakes, accelerator, steering wheel, doors, locks, and lights.
They gonna take your brakes out?
So randomly, like no brakes.
No brakes.
You know that I think it's BMW or Audi one that, like, you don't automatically get heated seats anymore. They're there,
A lot
but
of
you
them
got to
don't-
pay.
A lot of them don't do it.
Really?
A lot of them now make it where you
Are
get
they-
like key fob won't work
Are they
unless
fall,
you.
Are they
Unless you
following-
pay a monthly.
Tesla has that.
That's what I'm
Chevy's
about to say,
starting that.
is
Chevy's starting that.
Because Tesla takes out like their
So it's
fast
there.
charge.
It's not really any additional charge, but it's not activated
We've had this
unless you
conversation
pay.
already. Yeah.
Did we? Did we
Yep.
talk about it?
Yeah, because your comment was, well, I just I'm buying a car anyway. I might as well just add the extra and pay for the key fob to work. And I disagree. If I'm buying a vehicle, that's so much better work.
Everything
I don't remember
should work.
saying that.
I mean,
I'll
I
take
find
your word
going
for
back
it.
to hand locks and stuff
So,
makes a little difference.
So if Ford's putting this in all their new vehicles, do you think the Ford stock will go down?
I don't know.
I think it will.
I don't. Do people? But okay, but do
Well-
people care that much? Are people looking at
Hold
the
on.
same
No,
thing
no.
we're doing?
I don't think it's about caring. I think it's about awareness.
Yeah, well, that's
Because
what
they're
I
not
meant
gonna tell
say.
them.
That's what I meant to say. Are they aware? Because are people going out and even paying attention to the news? I think most people don't, and those are the people voting.
Well,
They won't even know it's a thing until it's a thing.
well, it's
Well, somebody
it
else
the
was
right
going to
news?
do. Was it Chevy that was doing it for? They said it was for DUIs. We've had this conversation too on
I
several folks.
think that's all vehicles. Most states now will, if you get DUIs when you get your license back, they'll for some period have a breathing machine. I've known.
Well,
several
then
people.
this is supposed to be
That's not what you're talking about.
no, it's a sensor that registers how you're driving, and if it says you're driving erratically, it'll shut your car down and alert the police.
they probably got that off the insurance.
Hell, I know some
And I'm
women.
not good
I know
with
some
that.
women that would probably not be able to drive more than about 5 miles at a whack, and they'd be.
I know a
they'd
couple
lose-
of women
yeah.
that would probably be shut
Look,
down immediately.
At some point, older vehicles grow. The value of older vehicles is going to grow
Oh, yeah.
insanely.
Well, yeah, I got a couple. I got an older vehicle.
I
Right
mean,
now.
because
love
who
it.
wants to buy vehicles that have all these potential
Okay,
regulations?
but if an EMP hits, the only vehicles that are going to run are probably like pre-1985.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it'll be
vehicles.
probably early, probably. Well, yeah, probably you're right. Probably 80s.
Yeah, probably.
So,
So no electronics.
more invasions of our rights. Discover Card will start tracking customers' gun purchases beginning in April.
Yep.
How is that?
I don't have Discovery, so I ain't worried about it.
What do you mean tracking? I mean, they track every purchase you do.
Yeah, but
They'll start reporting it to the,
They'll do a register of you bought guns, you bought guns, you bought guns.
But-
But who really
Pay cash. I do. I care.
Isn't there already a registry when every time you make a purchase on a firearm? So,
Yes.
So is this a double registry?
It sounds like they're going
Sounds
to track
like
it
sounds
Look,
like double jeopardy.
Advice: just buy more cash.
Buy more cash.
at the gun shows.
Yeah, use
Gun
that loophole.
shows,
Use that loophole.
or out of the back of somebody's vehicle, out of
Yeah.
out of the back of Marty's.
Or buy them ghost guns.
Buy them. Well, yeah, you can build your own gun with the what is it? The plastic thing.
I saw a good meme that said NRA get ready to outlaw 0% lowers. It was just a big block of steel.
This is a great story. I think we can get some stuff out of this. Marty, are you aware that Jamie loves the nuclear family, specifically the Iranian version of the nuclear
I
family?
don't know if Marty's aware that he's
Did you know that?
a big nuclear family.
He's
guy.
an Iranian gap, if you will. But a Texas Republican introduces a bill providing tax breaks to families who stay married and have kids.
What? That's insane.
I love that.
That's so un-American.
Because we have a lot of tax breaks for you being single and no father in the household and stuff like that already.
I personally, I have no problem with incentivizing nuclear families.
Without nuclear bombs.
Ain't that what America's supposed to be?
It should be.
But
Listen, the war on poverty, LBJ's war on poverty has destroyed the family. It incentivized women to not be married. They're married to the government now, and the government pays for everything.
Don't I tell you what I think destroyed families?
Go ahead.
Pineapples.
Pineapple, you mean upside down pineapples? Yeah, that's done a number on families.
Yes,
Some
I
families.
didn't know pineapples would destroy families, but they have.
It dropped a bomb in Laverne, Texas.
Tennessee,
Or Tennessee, yeah.
Laverne, Tennessee, to be exact. Wow, it dropped a bomb on them. Yeah,
It ran a train on Laverne, Tennessee.
we talked about East Palestine and the rail derailments that
We
occurred.
can't get off the train topics.
No, we can't. Trains everywhere. Rail workers are becoming sick, even though your EPA told everybody it's safe to go back in the water.
You know what it.
Are we not surprised, though?
That's a. The EPA was using this trick word that we've talked about before. I think it's called gaslighting.
Gaslighting.
I think they tried to gaslight us.
I'm sure they thought they could blow it over and want us to focus on Ukraine, but they've got a real Ukraine problem growing anyway, because people are tired of sending all their money to Ukraine when they're starving here at home. When people are starving here at home, it's absolutely absurd.
Oh yeah, and the national debt's going up, and yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, there's financial reason to send money to Ukraine.
Well, yeah. So
it props up the dollar.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to agree with it, but it falsely props up the dollar because now the dollar's being spent all over the world when in reality it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I still want my money at home, though.
I do too.
I mean, if you want free health care, there it is. It's sitting in Ukraine right now.
It is.
All right, I got a couple stories here that you guys are going to probably blow your mind. And in Canada, a Canadian weed company and a psychedelics company have received government license to make and distribute cocaine, heroin, and MDMA.
What's MDMA?
Under certain circumstances.
What's MDMA?
Magic mushrooms.
Oh, it's mushrooms. Okay.
So I get my mushrooms with like little extras on them?
With cocaine and everything.
Yeah, but that's kind of...
So you're going to prove for coke?
I don't know if I want to upper with my mushrooms, though. I don't want a psychedelic mixed with the upper. That seems like it'd be a bad trip.
Like, with cocaine and mushrooms, I don't think that's a good mix.
I don't either. I mean, like cocaine and never mind. I'm going to stop there. But sometimes you don't want to mix your uppers and your downers.
Could you imagine? What's his face? Scarface on mushrooms as well.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah,
but he sits there and imagines something happened.
but everybody's in psychedelic colors.
All right, I got okay. This is. I think we could talk about this for a minute. A new bill could legalize. This is a left-leaning article, so the way it reads is different than really how it's written. A new bill could legalize kidnapping trans kids by their parents. A new bill in Florida could let parents take their children from their other parent or across state lines if the child is receiving gender-affirming health care.
Okay, for divorced parents.
Yeah, or if they're in the school, or if they feel like the school is doing it.
But you can't kidnap your kid if it's your kid from school.
Unless
but you can kidnap from the other parent.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
you're
you
right.
can. When I said divorce, you said not necessarily.
Oh, I mean, I guess
kinda
you
threw me.
could be separated and still be married. I guess.
Well, but I mean, yes,
I mean, you can kidnap I don't know.
It should be disturbing that we have to have a law that even
So is the
says
law
something
allowing
like that.
kidnapping? Or
allowing parents. This is a Florida law. So, like, if you were to say, I went to Georgia and got my child because they were having gender-affirming care, once you go back to Florida, it sounds like you're protected.
I don't know if I ain't digging that.
Well,
I'm not for kids being
mutilated.
yeah, but I'm also not for kids getting kidnapped either. I mean,
No, both of those. But two negatives make a positive, Jamie. That's what I learned in math.
3 less make a right.
They do.
Yeah.
So no, I keep hearing in the news though, more and more these gender changes are going to lawsuits against their parents from abusing these kids.
For abusing them by letting them do it or not letting them do it.
Well, letting them do it. You got the Canada issue. I heard one come up in Spain not too long ago. Now I don't think they're suing their parents directly.
I'm going to get it wrong, but at this current moment, transgender or gender fluidity, whatever it's called, is the only mental disease recognized by the MDS-5, I think is what it's called, that treatment is surgical and not therapeutical.
It's not can't go through the therapist, I guess.
Yes.
You could say.
And I believe it's called the MDS-5, but that lists all the mental disorders.
Now, from my understanding, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, but a lot of doctors and stuff. But on these podcasts, keep saying that a lot of the transgender that go back to, that decide after the fact that said, hey, I'm really, not happy with my gender change. I should have never changed. End up having, not having like depression. Or they have some type of autism.
Dude,
if autism could possibly, force
if somebody
this gender
turned my
change.
penis inside out, you know how depressed I'd be?
Well,
lifetime depression.
Yes. I'm going to go on air right now and say, look, if I ever say to do this, don't do this for me.
Hold on. What you're saying is if you ever say this in person that you're screaming for help and Whitney is making you do it.
Yes. It's not my choice.
It's not by choice. He's
It's
being
not.
forced.
She's giving me cocaine and LSD and mushrooms from Canada. Okay.
Gary, you know that, speaking of your lovely wife,
She's a wonderful lady.
you know that she, along with the rest of our 5 watchers, are dying to hear that song you were going to sing.
What song?
Oh, you still haven't put the song in
Oh, I
there.
haven't put any lyrics to the song of the Biden administration. You know the or do you want me to sing the song of please don't throw that shoe? I mean,
No, we want to hear Gary's creative juices flowing and come out with a Biden song.
The
Biden song. And
He can
No,
make
we're going
us
to let
famous.
Chat GPT.
Yeah, we can make it
we
famous.
need
Look,
ChatGPT
so look,
to put
when we
those
record again this week for Thursday drop, hopefully Gary will be available. There's a chance it may just be Fortenberry, myself, and a quiet Marty in a corner. But if so, we
no one
want
puts
this
Marty in
song.
the corner.
Apparently, Marty puts himself in
I
the
give him
corner.
credit. He's quiet.
He is quiet. There's no one else been in
He's like a-
studio that you haven't
like
at
a
least
mouse.
heard the back.
He
If you
ain't
heard
one of-
something in the background, it was not Marty. I
He
guarantee
ain't one of my
it
damn
was not
kids.
Marty.
My kids be able to scream in the background.
Yeah, especially for singing. Just so y'all know, Fortenberry's kids, when they sing, and it's because Jamie and his wife taught them that they all yell. We do
Yes.
karaoke, and they get mics, and it's a fight over who can yell the loudest into the mic. It's like it's a country song, but feels like you're at death metal concert, that your life is coming to an end. Yeah. They'll sing Elvis Presley, and it'll be Burning Love. Yeah, it sounds like it's real throaty, you know, and it's loud.
Yeah.
And
It comes from the depths.
I can only imagine what riding in your vehicle to the beach or something must be
Just like that.
just like that. Wow.
Hours and hours of it.
No wonder you're deaf.
What's that?
Yeah, exactly. All right, what other stories you guys want to talk about tonight? I think I'm
you was
about
gonna
running
do
out
a-
of
you
juice.
was
We're
gonna
gonna do a
sample?
taste. We're
You
gonna
gonna
do
do-
a sample.
Oh yes, let's
Go a
do
little
sample.
sampling.
All right, I'm gonna show it on camera here. We'll let Marty taste. He can't tell us what he thinks because he's mute tonight. But
I mean,
here we have it.
I could translate
It's,
for Marty.
Hey, a handsome looking bottle.
It is a handsome look about it. It's Starlight. It's bottled in bond. It's actually not so easy to get a hold of.
You know, it'd be cooler if it was bottled in the stars.
It has a very good nose to it. We'll taste it, and then we'll give you our pass it around, and then we'll I'll let you guys tell me what you guys think of it, and I'll tell you what we thought about it.
Let it breathe, Jamie.
It's like
It's 100 proof. 100 proof with it.
I smell honey.
That's my feet.
It's like
My feet kind of smell like honey.
it's like a little kiss from an angel.
An angel came down.
I want Gary to taste, and then I'll tell you what we noticed, real quick.
Well, you're gonna notice what I did after I tasted it, or what you noticed.
No, I'll tell you
okay.
what Marty
Slow
and I
burn.
first picked up. Yeah.
Okay.
Slow burn.
It's no burn going down, though. Your throat, or we didn't have a burn going down.
It's whispering sweet nothings in my ear right now.
That's me, Gary.
Oh, okay. I'm bad.
Gary.
You know what? I smell a star. Maybe
Starlight.
a galaxy. I don't know.
Starlight, star bright. First star I see tonight. Oh, shoot. I need to switch camera angles. There you go. There's Gary. Now tasting it.
Oh, by the way, I got COVID.
Oh, okay.
This is a COVID-free zone, just so you know.
I think COVID lives here.
Yeah, well, he used to live here. We've had it twice.
It's got a little burn. Now it's Indiana straight. I was born in Indiana, so
Yeah, but you ain't straight.
We established that already. All right, let
Gary,
Marty get a taste.
All right.
Look, it won't be on. We're gonna since Marty's not on camera and he won't talk. We're gonna give you a play-by-play of Marty.
All right.
Marty
All right.
now has the bottle in hand. He's looking at it.
No, he didn't look at it. He just went straight
Oh,
for the
you
neck.
hear the pop coming off. He's got some smell. He looks kind of happy.
He's
about
smelling the
smell.
COVID.
his toes are currently curling.
You just made me look at his toes.
He's got a nice little pull. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about
You
it.
got a pool.
He just spit it. He spit it on the floor.
He had a little head nod there.
Uh,
Let's see there, Marty. Let's try it here. We got. Let's see. I smell the honey now that you say that.
honey. A little bee. Now, hold on. We're talking about a bee now. We don't want to talk about bees going in throats or anything, do we?
No, we don't.
We have not talked about that story. And you know what? We have.
We got to have somebody to talk about that story.
We got.
All right, let's get some feedback on this. What do you think about that?
I like it. Let me ask you this: what's the price point on it?
60.
What's MSRP? Is that MSRP or how much you paid for
MSRP.
it?
Okay, that's a fair $60 value.
I thought so too.
Yeah, I liked it. It was smooth. It wasn't too.
It's not too strong. There's no bad burn. It tastes like bourbon.
You know, I bet you it mixes
100
well.
proof?
It mixes well with Diet Dr Pepper.
I guarantee it mixes.
I guarantee it.
All right,
guarantee
so Gary, what did you think of it? It's no Blanton's for you, right?
It's no Blanton's. I do like Blanton's. I do love Eagle Rare. I do. But I'd give it a 7.2.
I'm gonna speak for Marty because he and I. Well, this was actually the bottle we just tried. You'll see next Friday when we drop it. We tasted it along with the Buffalo Trace, and we'll let you kind of figure out where it fell. But we both felt that the palate of that was very similar to Colonel E.H. Taylor, which is very hard to find.
You know what we need to do? We need to do one of those things. We take the box with we can't see what we're tasting.
A blind.
Oh yes,
blind
a
test,
blind taste.
But the audience can see it.
Actually, we tried to do that last night, but you guys were too busy for us.
Well, we had kids doing
I was
stuff.
in Little Rock. I was in Bryan.
But yes, we plan on doing a blind, and because I think you'll be surprised. I want like some really cheap bottles that we think's good. Mixed with
I
some
want to slip some cheap ones in there.
Because Gary, I hate to tell you, but Blanton's does not fall at the top for me.
I like Blanton's.
And hey, y'all tune in Friday when we drop, and you'll find out what Marty and I at least thought way these shook out. All right, what else you guys got tonight?
I'm good.
Got anything? No?
I'm getting ready to go Orlando bound, baby.
You gonna use some stickers?
Yes, yeah.
When you guys leave? Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah, the greatest thing in the world is get on the airplane and saying I need a Woodford Double.
Woodford Double.
Drink on the plane is just so much better.
Hey, hit the like button, whether you like us or not. Look, we're making waves. We're making changes. We got a new studio we're setting up. Look, starting maybe as early next week, we're going to have some guests on. We got some pretty interesting folks lined up. DW will be back, probably not till the end of March. We'll try to at least touch base with him here next week or so. But, hey, we love all y'all. Love you. And we don't care if you're LGBTQ plus IA. We love y'all too. Love everybody.
And for Sand.
Somebody done saved this
Outlaw.